Joining me now is Florida Congressman, Army combat veteran, and Purple Heart recipient who served in Afghanistan, Congressman Brian Mast. Congressman, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here with us. Sad that it's on occasion like this. I do want to thank you for your great service to this country. You gave so much. But let's talk about Afghanistan. We mark this 1 year, but we still don't have a lot of answers. I think about the 13 families who are reeling from the loss of their loved one, of their service member. And this administration apparently still thinks that this was successful, that this was a win. They say that we are stronger today than we were a year ago.
Yeah, not a lot of answers would be an understatement when we're talking about the administration. They've been unwilling to put forward anything about any planning that they did in advance of the withdrawal, how they changed planning when they knew there was a tremendous threat of suicide bombers as the military retreated back to an airport that they had never been responsible for defending previously. Why they left the if you could call it this, the relative safety of places that our military had defended for years, like other airports, like Bagram Air Base and other places like that. There are no answers to these things, and you can expect no answers from the administration on this until they're pushed to. And even at that point, you can expect them to admit nothing, deny everything, and make counter accusations.
So President Biden, after these 13 service members were killed, he said that whoever did this would be held responsible, that he would search them down, he would hunt them down. Has he made good on that promise?
He has not made good on the promise to hunt down those that killed our American service members. Let's step back even before that statement. As the withdrawal was beginning, he said this to Afghanistan: any interruption of our operations will be met with a swift and immediate response. That was a broken promise. It didn't happen. All of those that were stopping Afghanis and Americans from getting into checkpoints, that was an interruption of our operations, but there was no response. 13 Americans killed, no response except for the wrong family being targeted and killed, and really no answering for that as well.
You know, Biden has been on vacation for about 2 weeks now, headed back, he's in Maryland today, headed back to Delaware over the weekend. What do you want to see from this administration? Because they've been predominantly silent as we look back at this 1 year mark. We haven't really heard from them. Ned Price said earlier in the week, as I alluded to, that we are stronger today. That's the only thing I've really heard them say.
President Biden's mind has been on vacation since before inauguration. That's the fact. What I would like to see out of this president is stop doing these things that are screwing up our country. To say it very flatly and in a way to make this personal, myself and my friends were willing to risk our lives for this place. It's personal when you have the president screwing this place up like this. When you have him putting forth these policies, let's talk about the student loan debt for a quick moment. The White House was defending it today, saying, well, we're fulfilling a campaign promise. Don't make stupid campaign promises. Don't have zero red lines as it relates to Taiwan and China. Don't have zero red lines as it relates to Russia and Ukraine. Don't have zero red lines as it relates to the withdrawal from Afghanistan. And then don't put forward something in Afghanistan where you're going to work to protect American service members and defend them if somebody comes after them, and then not do it. It makes his word no good on anything. And that's something we face across the entire Middle East and really the rest of the globe right now. His word is worthless.
Do veterans feel like their commander-in-chief has their back?
I think many of us feel as though he should not wear the title of commander-in-chief. He does not have our back. He looks at the military and puts forward people that say the number one threat to the military is, quote, right-wing extremism. They put forward recruiting videos that don't focus on the strength of the service member, but focus on the identity of the service member. That puts our service members that are out there operating as we speak in danger. They remove service members who have years and careers of service because they don't want to get a vaccine or a jab in their arm, ending their careers. The list goes on and on, where he does not act as though he is the commander-in-chief of a military. He acts as though he has somebody that has been given control of the military but operates in cowardice.
Congressman, I don't have much time left, but what would your message be to veterans today and the 13 families out there who are remembering the loss of their loved ones tomorrow?
To veterans that served in Afghanistan specifically, You gave it everything that you had. You fought with everything that you could give. It was Washington and the White House that failed you.
Congressman Brian Mast, thank you for your service to this country, and thank you for being with us this evening.